A wedding planner's binder is a universe of dreams, timelines, and budgets, each tab a promise of perfection. But what if that same meticulous system was used for something sinister? What if the tools of love became blueprints for a perfect crime? This is the story of how organization, competence, and a friendly smile hid the darkest intentions. An engagement planner is supposed to be your confidant, your project manager for the biggest day of your life. But in this case, the planner was creating two narratives, one for a happy couple and another, secret plan, hidden in plain sight. Imagine a calendar entry. 2:15 p.m., finalized centerpiece mock-ups. It looks normal, an alibi, a digital breadcrumb. The planner's synced calendar would forever show her supposed location. This is how a murder can be planned not in the shadows, but under the bright lights of a Google Calendar. The victim, Mark, was the fiancé of one of the planner's clients. His death looked like a tragic accident at a wedding venue. The truth was buried under layers of invoices, contracts, and seating charts. Claire Thompson was more than an engagement planner. She was a magician, the best in the business. Her company, Ever After Engagements, was the go-to for couples seeking flawless, Instagram-worthy events. Claire's calm, impeccable taste and uncanny ability to anticipate needs made her indispensable. Clients became friends, vendors vied for her approval. She remembered birthdays, sent thoughtful gifts, and offered a listening ear. In an industry built on relationships, Claire was a master architect of trust. Her emotional intelligence was her greatest asset. She could read a room in seconds. Brides confided their deepest fears. Claire listened with empathy. This ability to earn trust made her invisible. No one suspected her. Behind the scenes, her obsessive organization powered her excellence. Her office was pristine, her digital life even more so, every detail tracked, every file in place. She even taught workshops on her methods, but her admired system was also a meticulously crafted weapon. Claire's calendar was a masterpiece. Each client a color, every task shaded accordingly. To outsiders, it was the schedule of a busy professional. In reality, it was a web of alibis. Her spreadsheets were even more detailed. Budgets, guest lists, timelines, hundreds of tasks, each with a deadline and status. For the week of Mark's death, her calendar painted her as stretched to the limit. On the day of the murder, her schedule was packed. Meetings, calls, walkthroughs. At 4:30 p.m., the time of Mark's accident, her calendar showed a site visit with Sarah and Mark. It looked perfect. She was supposed to be there. But the other entries, plausible and real, were her alibi. She'd schedule real meetings, then reschedule or cancel at the last minute, leaving a digital trail. Her alibis were woven into her legitimate work. The genius. She didn't need fake emergencies. Her professional chaos was the perfect camouflage. No one questioned the flurry of activity. It was the perfect cover. For weeks, Mark's death was ruled an accident. An old balcony gave way during a site visit. Claire found him, her story heartbreaking and convincing. The case was closed, except for Detective Isabella Rossi, who sensed something was off. Rossi requested all of Claire's digital files for Sarah and Mark's wedding. Everything was meticulous, until Rossi found a tiny detail, an anonymous edit in the master timeline, changing the site visit from 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Why anonymous? Claire always used her own account. The edit came from a public library's IP address, just blocks from Claire's office. Why change the time? Rossi dug into the file's metadata. This was the crack. The perfect plan had a flaw. The timeline edit suggested someone wanted to hide their tracks. Suddenly, the digital alibi wasn't so airtight. Rossi had her thread to pull. The investigation was back on. The altered timeline changed everything. Detective Rossi returned to Blackwood Manor, not as a wedding venue, but as a crime scene. She brought floor plans, security maps, and staff schedules. The manor's old cameras had blind spots. A side staircase led to the fatal balcony, hidden from view. Claire had done multiple site visits. She knew the layout intimately. The only staff on the second floor that day was on lunch from 2:15 to 3:15 p.m., leaving it deserted. Claire's original timeline had the site visit at 2 to 30 p.m., right in that window. The time change was crucial. The new theory, Claire arrived early, tampered with the railing, left to change the timeline at the library, then returned later to discover the body. She spent the intervening hour establishing alibis. It was chillingly precise. The pieces began to fall into place. The perfect plan was unraveling. How could someone so trusted commit such a crime? The answer lies in the traits we admire: organization, helpfulness, competence. Claire didn't just possess these traits, she weaponized them. Her meticulous organization planned a murder, not just a wedding. Her emotional intelligence manipulated everyone, even law enforcement. She built a fortress of goodwill so strong, her guilt seemed absurd. In women-dominated industries, trust and relationships are everything. Claire used these expectations as camouflage. People saw a caring planner, not a calculating killer. Her greatest weapon was trust. We mistake competence for morality, assuming good at their job means good at heart. Claire's story is a stark reminder. The same skills that create beauty can orchestrate tragedy. The ability to manage details and emotions is powerful, for good or evil. The investigation revealed a motive as old as time, jealousy, and obsession. Mark had been Claire's boyfriend years before. She never got over it. When Sarah hired Claire, she saw an opportunity, not for revenge, but for a cold, calculated removal of an obstacle. She played the supportive friend to the grieving fiancé while orchestrating the crime. Claire compartmentalized her life with chilling efficiency, planning a wedding in one moment, researching structural weaknesses in another. Her professional access gave her intimate knowledge of her victims' lives. As the engagement planner, she was the ultimate insider. Her post-murder actions were masterful, comforting Sarah, handling calls, even planning the funeral. To the world, she was a rock, a hero in crisis. This performance cemented her innocence. Claire exploited the social script. Helpful, organized women are good. People saw what they expected, a caring planner, not a monster. Her crime was not just murder, but a profound violation of trust. With a solid theory, the case against Claire built piece by digital piece. The anonymous spreadsheet edit was the start. Investigators found deleted searches, weakening wood, manor floor plans, iron railings. Forensic specialists recovered fragments from her hard drive. Vendors confirmed Claire cancelled meetings with plausible lies. Sarah's account contradicted Claire's alibis. The pattern of deception became clear. The final piece. Mark's text at 2:40 p.m. Claire's car is already here. Thought we were meeting at 4:30? Presented with the evidence, Claire's composure broke. Her arrest sent shockwaves through the community. The trust she'd built was shattered, leaving betrayal in her wake. Claire's story is a warning about the masks people wear and the danger of mistaking competence for character. We celebrate perfection, but a well-organized life can hide a well-organized crime. A helpful smile can be a tool of manipulation, a calm demeanor, a cold heart. Women are socialized to trust, to ignore intuition, to believe the perfect picture. Detective Rossi succeeded because she listened to her gut. She looked for flaws in the perfect story. The lesson: trust your instincts, even when you can't explain them. If something feels wrong, it's okay to be cautious, to question the narrative. Perfection can be a beautiful thing, or a carefully constructed facade. Your most important tool for safety is your own intuition. Don't be afraid to listen to it. Sometimes, your life depends on it. The perfect plan is only perfect until someone dares to look closer.